Well, hello everyone and welcome back to FS25. It's been nearly a week since I've done my last recording. I've been away. Of course, for you guys, it's been no time at all because the last episode was yesterday. So I'm going to need to remember what we were doing last. We've got our new field of cotton over there. We have... what have we got? We've got canola in. No, that's not canola. That is spinach. We've got spinach in. We have got long grain rice, which reminds me, I need to go and flood it. It's not just right outside the door anymore, as someone's helpfully pointed out. So every month, the first thing I need to do is come down here and flood it. Excuse me, tractors. I've left those in a silly place, haven't I? Yes, what does it say on here? Yield bonus 87% at the minute. I wonder why that is. So 100% fertilised. It's limed. It's been ploughed. I wonder if that's just because of the water thing. Well, the water thing is getting filled up now. Lovely. Right, so we'll leave that to Phil. Whoever he is. Hee. Right. Canning factory has flour in it. Good. Why does the canning factory have flour in it? It's being distributed. I need to... No, well, yeah. The bakery's got enough flour, so... What do we need in there, though? Sugar. What's the sugar mill doing? Ah. The sugar mill has run out. Well, that is really not good because I've got nothing I can make sugar out of. Is there any sugar beet contracts? Believe, like, any... No. Ah. Well, that is a problem. We need more stones over at the cement factory. The dairy is not doing too badly. Grain mill is running dangerously low on wheat. And the sawmill is obviously completely out of wood. Right. Well, that gives us a little bit of an insight into what we need to do. Oh, sugar. Quite literally, sugar. How are we doing? How are the animals doing? Chickens are getting a little bit low, but they're not too bad. Goats are doing okay. We could probably do with making some more... Oh, hello. Oh, yes. I bought a harvester. Didn't I? Yes. Well, this is our new harvester, obviously. Well, how about that then? Brand new as well. Well, that's wonderful news for when we need it, but we don't need it right now. What we need is sugar. And I don't have any sugar. Well, there's a sugar beet field down here. And one over there. I can't even afford to buy them though. Sugar cane? Nope, I don't think there's any sugar cane at all. Well, what's the plan then? This could go back up the top as we have finished spreading slurry and manure. That needs to go over to fill some more stones up at the cement factory. Now, if we can now pick up from the pile at the dredging facility, it would be better to do it that way. I would love to be able to do that. We need to also crack on with our construction work. Need to get all the bits over to here from the sawmill. I don't know if we've got anything at the sawmill. We'll have to have a look and check it out. What month is it? June. Oh, there's a twister on the way. Brilliant. Oops. I thought that might clip. Never mind. Right, that can stay there. Yeah, I think we do. We really ought to get some grass cut because we need to make some silage bales. We've got some hay in there. There is a bit of silage, but not much. We will be needing it again extremely soon, and all the way through winter, obviously, which is not good. Well, this is going to be the field work that we need to do today, and then it's going to be a case of sorting out the productions. That's the words I'm looking for. Right, well, let's start the day off then by mowing. Right, mowing done. It would be really useful actually to know what, if anything, we can sell in June. The chocolate. Brilliant. We need to get all the chocolate loaded up. Ah, this will tell me here if I've got any. I haven't got any planks long. Oh, look, planks I have. Right, let's go over to the sawmill. I don't know her. Ah, yes, I've got some prefab walls, but I have no planks or anything like that. We must have cleared it out in the last episode. Well, you guys will know. Right. Well, let's get everything rowed up and baled and wrapped, because that's... Oh dear. There we go. Yes, rowed up and baled and wrapped, because that's going to be the most important thing to do to produce our silage for the cows. I'm quite enjoying the fact that silage doesn't make you as much money on FS25 as it did on FS22. It certainly brings more of a challenge. However, wood chips seems to have taken over as the thing to do. But that's okay. Wood chips are good. I'm very, very much looking forward to the first time harvesting our rice paddy, though. That's going to be incredible. It's going to be really, really good. Also going to have to save up for a cotton harvester. And, of course, the rope production facility. £300,000, that is. hopefully should be able to get it this year. Have to store the cotton if we can't quite afford it. But yeah, we are in need of rope for the playground. And expanding our monopoly. I have ordered a replacement for my Cytec side panel, just to let everybody know. I'm not replacing it with a Cytec side panel. I'm replacing it with the Thrustmaster farm stick. And I've also bought a throttle. And don't ask me why or what I'm going to use it for yet, but you know, one of those little hand throttles. I think it should come in handy. Use it for things like skid steers, maybe the telehandler, extending cranes and things like that, maybe. I think that's a good possibility. But anyway, let's get this all rode up and baled, and I'll see you again for the wrapping. Well, that's the baling done. I mean, I tell you what, with the weather that we've had this year, I mean, we're in June, and we've got a twister, and it's arrived, and then straight after that we're going to have hail. And that's not good. With the weather we've had this year, I'm glad I'm doing wrapped bales. Silage bales, but we do need to get them wrapped. They're absolutely drenched now, so in realistic terms we would have lost them all, but in the game that doesn't matter too much. I believe there's a mod called Realistic Weather now, and I don't know whether that gives you a decrease in yield of the bales or anything like that. It's a little bit like seasons in FS19. And that was extremely realistic in terms of weathering and things. Right. Well, let's get these wrapped anyway. I would like to try that Realistic Weather app mod at some point, but my mod hub didn't appear to be working overly well. It wouldn't load. And that's might be because of my VPN or something, but I'll work that out, and then we'll get any more downloads that we can, because yes, I really do like getting the realism mods and keeping my mods up to date as well. It would be good to do that. Yes. Ah, there's the twister. Can you see it in the distance? Beautiful. Well, this definitely lends itself to a screenshot. Although even that isn't working beautifully well on my computer. There. That's better. Right, so we do need to get these wrapped. And then we've got hail on the way, which hopefully shouldn't affect the grass, but I imagine it will affect our crops quite badly. Hopefully the hail's not going to last too long. Look at this, the field 22 down here has been peppered with hail. It has. There's the twister over there at the minute. It does seem to like this area over here, the twister. Not sure whether that's because it's close to the starting farm, and that's... yeah. But yeah, hail's going to last an hour, so not too bad, I suppose. Oh, I left that in a silly place, didn't I? Love the wet look on the Raptor bales. Yeah, I'm not sure how many we've got actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's probably because I've taken a little bit of the side of the field as well. But 12 is a good amount. 12 will keep us going for a year, I would imagine. We will have to do some late hay this year. It's going to be very late hay. Hopefully we'll have more of an Indian summer. And it be dry through to September or close. But yeah, it's bit of a pain, this weather. Right, I shall get these all wrapped up, and then we need to worry about selling our chocolate. I don't know where's going to be best to sell the chocolate, to be honest. Let's get this bale wrapping. Chocolate. Here we are. The farmer's market, and the price is decreasing, so we do need to get it sold as soon as we can. Yes, as soon as all these are wrapped, they can start the fermentation process. And we can sell our chocolate. Here we go, last one. All 12 bales wrapped up nicely. They can stay on the field. They don't need to. They don't need to be moved just yet. Cows are doing okay for food, I think. Yeah, 23,000 litres. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's some more in the... Come on, fold up, fold up. Why aren't you folding up? Ah. Nope. There. You are folding up, but extremely slowly. Yes, there we go. I believe there's some food in the mixer, so I might be able to just dump that off now. Before we start loading all the chocolate up. Where is... Ah, good. That is there. We have our lorry all ready to be loaded. Right, is there anything in the mixer? Yes, it's nearly full. Excellent. Well, that's a result. That is really a result. Didn't fancy making up a feed mix right now. And that should keep the cows and the buffalo happy for quite some time. Got some milk to transfer over as well, but let's leave that there for a minute. We need to detach our loader. And we need to find, well, not find, but we need to grab all the chocolate pallets. We may have to move some of these other ones out the way so they can spawn. It's probably not worth taking the lorry for this, but it's fast. Even if it's not going to be fully loaded. yes, we're going to struggle a bit now that we've not got anything to turn into sugar, unfortunately. But it's just one of those things. We're going to have to plant something next year or buy a field with it already in. When is the planting season for sugar beet? Yeah, March, April time. Well, we've missed that opportunity. We could buy a field with sugar beet already in. That is a possibility. Ooh. Careful of me chilies, they're quite hot. Hot topic. Right, we're not going to get this chocolate pallet, are we, from in here? Without some jiggery pokery. Oh dear, come on. Bottles, milk needs to go there. There we are. Well, that's got that out. I don't know if there's any more in storage. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there is. There are 3 more pallets of chocolate in storage, so we'll have to shift everything else out of the way to try and get it. And I think there's one over in the little dairy as well. Over here. Yep, there's one there. So that's really good news. Little dairy is still working through its stock of milk and everything. Which is marvellous news. Right, I shall get everything shifted that needs shifting. October's going to be a good month once again, and we'll get hold of all that lovely yummy chocolate. Right, so I moved some things out of the way. Didn't have to move everything, but we have all the chocolate on board now. We're nowhere near about to create any more pallets of it, so this can be switched off and put back. And I can start the engine of my electric truck. And we can go over to the farmer's market, which is luckily just down the road. Nice little needed cash injection, this one. Really want to get that shed finished. Also, I'd like to find all the other collectibles so that I could have a nice look around the museum. But we've got a lot of work to do first. A lot of work. And what a miserable, miserable year it's been so far in weather terms. Right, 7,000 litres of chocolate. Gone £43,235. Which is pretty impressive, I think, for a bit of chocolate. Obviously that's taken some of our precious sugar that we've run out of now, but yeah. That's okay. we've made a decent amount of money on it. We really have. Right, I want to get this trailer dropped off and pick up the wood trailer, because we need to go and find a tree, and I think I would like it to be an oak tree. Let's get that off the road. Yes, ideally we would like to find a fairly fully grown oak tree from our collection of trees down the bottom to get chopped up and loaded. If we can, we'll do an oak tree plus, well, anything else that we've got down there. Let's go and have a look, shall we? But I need a fairly impressive load to take down to the sawmill. I don't think that we've cut anything down that we haven't yet loaded up. Well, apart from a little bit of a mess up here on the left, but oh no, we've got some bits there, but that's more sort of wood chipper type bits. Yeah, there is bits and pieces up here that need chipping. But yes, I think the majority of the big trees are now down the bottom here. Anything to our right hand side sort of nowish should be fairly good. Let's see what we've got. Lots of little spindly ones. What's this up here? This is it's a fairly decent sized tree, but American elm. Quite a few American elms. Aha! This looks like a nice... Oh, there's a couple of big oak trees here. Ah, no, box elder. It's a box elder. This will be a box elder as well. I think they're fairly good for wood content. Right. Let's cut down some American elms and we'll get them loaded in. Oh, what's this one over here? This looks like a nice tall one. Another box elder maybe? No, shagbark hickory. Lovely. Right. I'll get a trailer loaded up and I will see you when it's done. I'd say that was a pretty good load. We have shagbark hickory and we have an American elm. Well, we have some of the American elm. Haven't used all of it because it's all spindly. Right, I think the best thing to do might be to get onto the ferry down the bottom here and get across that way. We'll go over here to avoid that car. Yeah, we've got little bits of the shagbark hickory, which I think was the right thing to do because that's all quite weighty. In fact, all of it's quite weighty, which is good. Well, not good for the ferry, but good for us. Yes. It's going to be good. Hopefully this is going to be a good load. And yeah, we've taken a couple more trees down, but yes, we do need to get the chipper in there and get it all chipped up as best we can. Oh, I'm vibrating on the barge again. But yeah, if we get it all shipped up and into the lorry in January, we should be able to make quite a lot of money just off of those offcuts and those branches. I'm not going to lie, I did use super strength to put all this on here because, well, with a telehandler it would have been nigh on impossible. But I will be using the telehandler to load branches into the chipper. And yeah, I expect a good amount of wood chips in January. I really do. Got a lot of little branches, and that's going to fill up our trailer, no problem. I did really strongly consider, for the purposes of just getting on with clearing all that area, did strongly consider getting that tree munching mod. That we had it for picking up the stones. It's a forage thing. Oh dear. I do apologise. It does feel very heavy, this load, which is, you know, a great thing, because it means that it's going to generate a lot of wood for us. And that is basically the main focus now, is to get wood into the sawmill over the winter period. Keep the cement factory topped up with stones. Get our shed built as fast as we can. I know it takes time. I know it takes time. It takes a lot of time. There's a lot of people telling me that it's not worth it because of the amount of time it takes. But I think that's part of the fun. Part of the fun of doing it is just basically just getting it sorted. Right. There we go. Out into the reeds once again. So we have 0 wood in here at the minute. Let's see. 24,500. Well, it's not actually as much as I expected. I expected there to be a little bit more than that, which is a bit annoying, but for like 5 minutes work, it's not too bad. And I did want to turn off... Did I want to turn off prefab walls? Why would I want to turn off prefab walls? They're all required by the warehouse, but yes. Where are we? Sawmill. Let's deactivate prefabricated walls, because I really, really want planks, long planks, and wooden beams. Okay. Right. Well, as you can see, it's still very much raining. There's not an awful lot left for us to do this month. I know there's always jobs to do, but I do want to progress as well. And by progressing, I mean obviously finishing the episode there, because next episode then will be on to July. Where is that twister? Is it still? Yes, it's still over here. Oh dear. Done that thing again. Right, I'll get the lorry taken back. It does remarkably well on one charge. If we had this in the real world, real life. Hang on. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a walk down here and have a look and see if there's anything down here that I might have missed, because I've wanted to do that since the start. We are cracking on through the episodes, and I haven't yet taken a walk around this bit. And I know it's not the nicest weather to do it in, but like I said, there's not much else to do in this month. Oh look, goes under the bridge here. Wonder if there's any more collectibles to be found. Ah, well, that looks promising. There is a log over onto this island, and usually when there's things like that, it means that a collectible is to be found. Even if there's not things like that, I remember swimming for collectibles before in FS25. Specifically, actually, in Silver Run Forest, which I believe is getting revamped and then coming out for FS25 as well. That's the one I've heard, or what I've read. But I haven't got absolute certainty on that. well, there's nothing here that looks like a collectible, but then I don't really know what the collectibles look like. But it would, I think it would be fairly obvious that it was a hunk of sort of metal or something on a rock island. Yes. Well, nice little explore, but not a lot in the way of collectibles or similar. I've not been down here before. It's quite an interesting little place, actually. Nice little bridge down there, or whatever it is. Can't get into there, obviously. Not sure why. Yeah, it's all locked up. Not ideal. Maybe they're polluting the river. They don't want anyone knowing. Wouldn't surprise me. Access provided by the local game and fish community. A federal aid project special regulation may apply. Refer to current regulation pamphlet. No camping. Okay. Well, as you can see, the twister, or a twister, has ripped through here in the past. It's not here at the minute. Nice little swim in the sewage lake. Ah, can we get in this way? We can. Look at that. Like an old bit of kit, but nothing collectible. Well, let me keep looking. I'll keep you informed. Well, I've had a good hunt around, and it's quite interesting. Lots of these pits with sluice gates. But, yes, no collectible, unfortunately. So, I'm going to leave the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow with another episode. Bye for now.